Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. It's been like almost a little bit more than a month since I've posted a video. And yeah, I have been going through it, y'all, but I'm here. I'm doing a quick get ready with me video. I just did my hair using the rose gold flat iron from Foxy Bay. I also used their heat protectant, and that was about it. But anyways, I'm here, I'm back, and a lot has been going on. But yeah, let's get ready. I did a little bit of skin prep. I actually signed up with a company called Unique. If you're not familiar with it, it's like a natural-based, plant-based makeup line, skincare line, all that jazz. And I have been using them for, I want to say like a month and a half, almost 2 months now. I did sign up with them, and I have been obsessed with the skincare. Makeup, I'm still like figuring it out, just because I'm not a makeup like person per se, but I am very aware of my skin. I've had really bad cystic acne, hormonal acne, like real bad. I haven't been breaking out as bad. As you can see right here, I just got this maybe a couple days ago, and it's kind of diminishing now. I did get one up here like 2-3 days ago, and I've been using the product, so it's kind of been calming down. But y'all, my skin has been looking so good that I went into work Thursday, I think it was, and my husband was walking next to me, and he's just looking at me, and he's like, oh my god, your skin looks really good. I was like, really? I got so excited because my husband is not one to really like makeup. I don't really care for makeup that much, but I've always heard if you have a good skincare routine and if your skin is nice and you know you prep it real good before makeup looks really well on it. So when he said that, he's like, your skin looks really good even with your makeup, like your makeup looks airbrushed. I was like, oh my god, like thank you, because I wanted to hear that. I was like, okay, I'm doing something right. And the products that I have been using like religiously, okay? And when I'm saying religiously, I typically wash my face with the CeraVe, I'm mispronouncing that, apologies. It's a CeraVe makeup removal face wash, and then I use the regular face wash sometimes here and there. I don't go to a dermatologist. I was about to at one point because my acne was so bad, and if you've seen some of my past videos, you can actually tell, especially on my chin area, some of the breakouts that I was having, and it could be very self-conscious almost, if that, for me at least, because I've always had acne as a teenager and now as an adult, and it sucks, you know, but life is life. But I have been using, so what I do is I go in with their eye cream, which has vitamin C and vitamin A and a little bit of caffeine as well, and I usually put that underneath my eyes. It has helped with the dark circles under my eyes. I had really bad dark circles under my eyes, especially when I don't get a lot of sleep, or when I was like dehydrated or anything like that. And I have been using this, which a little goes a long way. Then I go in with the rose gold toning spray. Y'all, this smells like roses, really, like legit smells like roses. And I spray it on my face, and it's so refreshing. I put this on and I kind of let that sit for a couple seconds, and then I go in with my brightening, well, this is my anti-aging serum and my brightening serum. Anti-aging is good for like fine lines, aging skin. We all have aging skin, you know, especially here in Florida, we like to be in the sun all the time. So our skin ages with time, you know, it's not like that you're old or anything. I have fine lines under my eyes right now, and I'm in my 30s, so it just happens, right? And then the brightening helps with like the dark spots on your face. Due to my acne being so bad, I always had dark spots under my eye, on my face, I'm sorry. This right now has been coming up. I haven't even touched this side, but this is just how bad like my acne can be sometimes. And I think this is like the worst I've had in like 2 months. In a month, let's put it that way, in a month. This will eventually disappear with the brightening serum. I am obsessed with this brightening serum. I had a really bad breakout, I want to say in this area. I put the brightening serum on like in the morning and at night, and then with like 2 days that dark spot was gone. So it works. It has been a lifesaver for me. I have been enjoying this brand. I don't have their like face cleansers or moisturizers or anything like that yet because my skin is very sensitive, so I try to do things a little at a time. But my husband's like, whatever you're doing, keep doing because it's working. And this is what I'm doing. I do this in the morning before I do my makeup, if I do my makeup, and if I don't do my makeup, I still do it. And then at night, religiously, I wash my face, you know, and then I end up doing what I just did. I also sometimes, I haven't been doing it frequently, but I also use their eye mask, Unique's eye mask, which are also really, really nice. It's like, let me open it. So they look like that. And these are so good for the morning, like a quick pick-me-up. I put them on for like 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes or until it dries off or dries down a little bit. And then I go in with the eye cream and the rest of the stuff. So if you're interested in any of these products, I will link my website below. And feel free to look. If you have any questions, let me know. I wasn't really promoting it because I was like, let me test these things out first for myself. And I can see honestly that my skin has been looking so much better and feeling better. I am not an expert on a lot of these things yet, especially their makeup products. I'm still learning everything, but as I'm testing, I'll let you guys know. So today I wanted to chat with you ladies about what's been going on, why I have been MIA on here, on my Instagram, because y'all, life is life. And as I do that, I will be doing a quick, simple, everyday summer look that I've been doing just because I just want to look good and presentable. I gotta go out, do some errands. I got a lot of things to do. I don't know if you see clothes piled up there. I have clothes piled up everywhere. I gotta do laundry, I gotta do homework, I gotta clean the house. Y'all, I have a lot on my list. But really quickly, I know I did a get ready with me a video a while back. That has changed because again, I'm using Unique products. Today I will be using their BB Cream Flawless. Their BB Flawless, but it's basically a BB cream. I'm in the color Honey for now. I will be using their pressed powder. I will be using their liquid eyeshadows. Obsessed with their liquid eyeshadows. So as I'm going through it, I'll call it out. And yeah, for the last month and a half or so, I have been, y'all, I don't really know what was going on with me, but this will play a lot with my self-care videos, with focusing, prioritizing basically. It's just been crazy for me. I don't know what came over me. I am using their concealer. This is a full coverage concealer. It does have hyaluronic acid. It is good for fine lines. It is full coverage. Just going in with a little bit of that. But I have been feeling lazy, to be quite honest. And it was to the point that I was like, okay, this is not normal. I have been feeling super, super lazy, no energy. And I was like, what is wrong with me? We had some friends come into town. Shout out, hey girls. We had some friends come into town and we went on a little weekend getaway to Orlando. I'm not a big fan of Orlando, but it was good to get away from home, get away from just your everyday thing, right? And that helped me out a lot. But however, when I got back from that trip, I started to feel a lot like lower, like my energy. I just felt like I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm just legit lazy. I am lazy. What is going on, Giselle? And I couldn't pinpoint what was wrong. And I felt like I was falling into like this depressive hole of like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to come out. I just didn't want to do anything. Even my neighbors, like I'm usually, you know, go and I don't text anybody at this point. I am that friend that will distance themselves real quick and I will like vanish. But, you know, I was talking to my husband. I'm like, I have so much to do. I got laundry to do. I had laundry piling up. My kitchen, it wasn't messy, but it was looking like I needed to do something about it. And I'm like, what is going on? And I remember a while back, I was feeling the same way, and in between, I was feeling dizzy. I was having a lot of my migraines coming back, and I was just like, okay. And honestly, at the end of the day, I was literally sitting on my sofa, not wanting to do anything. I'm going in with the BB cream. I literally put that much on my finger, I spread it, and then I put it on my face. And so I was feeling like I was going into this dark hole of being like, maybe I'm going back into like a depressive state, which I'm not typically like a depressed person. When it comes to like our fertility journey, sometimes it has, you know, gotten me down, and to the point that is like, I don't want to do anything. But I was like, I'm not thinking about our fertility journey right now. I'm not thinking about any of that. So what is going on? And I started talking to my husband. It's very important as women that we discuss, especially if we have a spouse or a partner or just someone in general, that we talk about what we're feeling, what's going on, all that stuff. And so I started talking to him. I'm like, something's not right. I know I got all this stuff to do. I even lacked in school, y'all, and I'm paying that out of pocket, so there's no time for lacking. But I was like, something's wrong. I'm not motivated. I have low energy. All I want to do is sleep. When I wake up, it's so hard for me to wake up in the mornings. And I was just like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And I was getting so anxious about it that I was like literally drowning myself in my own thoughts. I'm going in with the pressed powder. Literally, this is all I do. And I just tap on my face. Tap, 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 all around. And it takes away a little bit of that shine from the BB cream. This is like a good summer, especially here in Florida. It is so hot and humid. Nobody got time for like heavy makeup. So I do something light. And so I was like, my husband's like, well, don't you have blood work coming up? And I was like, I do. So I ended up calling my doctor and seeing if I can just reschedule that blood work for sometime sooner. And thank God they did. Turns out my B12 was low, my vitamin D was low. I'm not anemic. Anemia does run in my family in the women's side. But thank God my iron, my blood plates, all that was good. So the last time my B12 was really, really low, like in the double digits, I was feeling the same way. So my husband's like, there you go, that's what it is. You have low vitamin D, you know, all this stuff. I actually went to the doctor. When I went to the doctor for the follow-up, they were like, that's a whole different story. But point of the story is advocate for your body, advocate for what you're feeling, advocate, speak up. Is your body, is the way you're feeling. So it's important that you have a primary doctor that listens to you and that takes the time to actually listen to what you're saying and how you're feeling versus just brushing you off and saying you're fine. Because deep down inside, I knew and I know that I'm not feeling 100% myself. So, you know, the resident that was attending me, she was like, oh, your levels are good. And the doctor came in and I was like, well, she said my levels are good, but my previous primary doctor always wanted my levels at a certain number. So why is she saying that they're good? So they ended up giving me a shot of B12. I do gotta get on some vitamin D, and I know my potassium is probably not where it needs to be. I just know, like when you know, like inside, internally in your body, you know when you're feeling off. And I was feeling off and I'm like, why aren't they listening? Anyways, so I am scheduling another consultation with another primary doctor for a second opinion. You might be thinking, Giselle, why don't you go to your first one? My first doctor that I've had for over 10 years moved to a different location, so she's about an hour drive from me, so can't do that. So moral of the story is advocate for yourself. So that's what I've been going through this past month at least. I have had no energy at all. Like it sucks. And if you've ever been through this or have ever had anemia or any kind of deficiency in your system, you know how it feels. You know how, like, you just know. And so little by little, I wasn't even doing like my makeup. Like if I was going to work, I would do it, of course, because I want to look presentable for work. But when I was at home, my hair was up in a like messy bun. I was just going through it. One of the questions that the doctor kept on asking me was, are you depressed? I was like, you're making me depressed because you're asking me all these questions. And even though I kind of, in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I'm going into a depressive state. I knew I wasn't depressed. I knew I didn't feel depressive because I've been depressed in the past. And that was not it. I'm going in with a little bit of blush. This is Sisterly. And it's very subtle, nothing too much. And I told my husband, like, she was making me depressed, asking me all these darn questions that did not make sense. And so he was like, well, we'll figure it out. We'll come to, you know, something. And so we did. So lately I have just been taking it easy. That's why you haven't seen me on YouTube. That's why you haven't seen me on Instagram. I think I did a little story the other day. I had the blood work done and all that stuff. Now I'm just trying to like push myself. I'm like, okay, just get out of the funk that you're feeling. I know you're not feeling 100%. Get out of it. Start fixing yourself. I ended up trimming my hair, putting some layers in it. My hair is getting back to being long again. And even if you do your makeup, do something light. So this is my self-care. I've always talked about self-care on here and how so many things are important, and I was not practicing those. One of the other things the doctor was saying is like, oh, you're not getting enough sleep, that's where you're getting your migraines. I was getting plenty of sleep because I was so tired. I was always either napping or just doing something. And so let's just say that I came out of that appointment so annoyed to the point that I'm like looking for someone else now. I'm going with just a little bit of, this is a nice eyeshadow palette, neutral eyeshadow palette that I got from them. I'm going with the top color, which is Astute, which is like a very neutral, nice base color. Okay, and I'm just going in and doing that. And I'm gonna be using their liquid eyeshadow. Let's see if it focuses. And it's in the color Promising. It is so nice. This is like eyeshadows for dummies. Like legit for dummies. So what I do is I put a little bit on my eyelid. This is like my everyday look. Like that's all she wrote. And you see it's not taking me too long. Okay, you can do it with your finger. I like to take a brush and just kind of pat it on. And you can mix colors with it. Super easy. And it lasts all day for me at least. For me at least it does. Love, 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 love these eyeshadow palettes. This liquid eyeshadow, because your girl don't know how to do fancy eyeshadow looks. So I like simple, I like simplicity, natural look and whatnot. So yeah, so this is what it is. And so I know I was getting enough sleep, and I know my migraines are occurring from something else. I had severe migraines in my early 20s. So like about, I was 25, 26. I had severe migraines. I'm talking about like really bad migraines. And so now they've been coming frequently, and they've been kind of just coming on stronger. And I'm like, okay, that's not normal. It's not right. So yeah. So at the end of the day, advocate for your body. If you feel like something's not right with your body, this is not unique. This is Anastasia Beverly Hill Brow Wiz. Don't do a lot of it, but just a little bit. At the end of the day, self-care is reading your body. You know, take time, stop what you're doing. I think I was overdoing so much. I was focusing on work, school, stuff around the house, YouTube. I wanted to do so much. And then I joined this company, Unique, as a side hustle, right? For me to be able to have additional funds come in, you know, so I can at least save up for IVF. and I think I overwhelmed myself. And in the process of overwhelming myself, my levels were not where they needed to be, and then it just all hit me all at once, and I think that's what happened. And I just crashed. I crashed. But I'm getting back on my feet. I am praying through it, asking God for guidance. Like, God, you called me, help me, you know? And taking time to just read my body. Like, if I'm getting tired, if I'm getting winded, just stop, relax, and go from there. I'm not using the mascara. Not that I don't like it, but I'm just using my L'Oreal Voluminous one, which I am obsessed with. But if you're interested in their mascara, it looks like this. They have a few of them actually, but this one is the most popular one. So it has a bigger bristle, and when you undo the top part, it has a smaller bristle, or like underneath the eye, like the tips of your eyelashes, which I really love that about this mascara. I just don't want to use it right now. We do have waterproof mascaras as well, eyeliners, but the main things that I've been using is just that. Very quick, very simple, and you see how natural it looks. Not too much. Like, now I can go outside and walk the dogs and people are like, oh, she's awake. So yeah, so it's important to listen to your body. This is just like a quick update, what has been going on with Giselle, why hasn't she been posting videos, because sometimes in life you just have to stop. You have to stop, relax, take a step back, breathe, do something that will help you feel better. And to be honest, I wasn't even like cooking a lot of dinners. My husband was taking me out to dinner most of the time because I was like just not feeling myself. And shout out to him because he has been so positive throughout this whole entire process, and I gotta love him for that, because if I was just to be like by myself or anything like that, I would just be like doing nothing. So he motivates me to do things during the day, go out, and yeah, so I feel myself on a, you know, path of upward. I can only go up from here. I know that some of my levels are not there. I will have another consultation with another doctor here coming soon, just to make sure that they are in agreement with, even just to make sure that they're even like listening to me, like, okay, there's something else that I'm missing, that these doctors, because literally this doctor, she's new to me, and she came in the room and you can tell that she was just wanting to walk out. And I hate doctors like that, because it's like, you have no bedside manners. They both didn't have no bedside manners. The nurse did, the physicians, the resident, and the doctor didn't, and that irritates me. You know, having experience with the medical field, that's what, like, the main thing, bedside manners. So I am looking to another doctor, so hopefully I get a little bit more answers to why I'm feeling a certain way or whatever. But, and I did notice that on my blood work levels, there were some that were low that they did not mention, so I want to ask the new doctor those kind of questions just to make sure, because on the paper they're like, oh, we talked about this, 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 and this, and I'm like, you only talked about one like darn thing, you didn't even talk about anything else, so why are you putting this on paper? Anyways, I need Jesus in my life, guys. I really need Jesus in my life. But advocate for yourself, listen to your body, listen to when you need to stop, take time for yourself. If you are feeling overwhelmed and you have so much going on, I'm not a mom yet, but I know some moms can get overwhelmed with like the kids, work, husbands, you know, just take time, you know, take a couple minutes a day, something, and just listen to your body, listen to what needs to be done. If you need more sleep, get more sleep. You know, I was telling my husband, I'm like, I feel like I need to take a nap. He's like, go and take a nap, you know, let your body do what it needs to do. And after I wake up from my nap, I feel better. I know that it's not ideal for me to be taking naps during the day because I got things to do, but it's all about listening to my body and just going one day at a time, one step at a time, and figuring it out as I go. And hopefully going on forward, now that I'm taking my vitamins and all that stuff, my levels will kind of increase and I can get back to feeling better. I do want to get, you know, I do want to start working out And I've noticed that every time I go to the gym with my husband, I have no energy to do anything. That's why I don't have any energy. But I want to be able to get back into a routine, eating healthy, drinking water. I kind of been doing that. I know I've been a little bit dehydrated lately, so I've been just intaking more water. Florida is not, it's hot in Florida. If you live here, you know. And so yeah, so I just wanted to update you ladies. Let me know down below what are some things that you do to at least boost your energy. I'm not a doctor, I'm not nothing, but I'm just researching and seeing what is best for my body. I don't like to take in medications or anything like that, so I'm more of a natural pathway. I like doing stuff like that, so I'm gonna be taking in vitamins, eating certain foods that will increase certain vitamins in my body, you know, staying hydrated, things like that, and just resting when I need to rest, like not just overdoing it. I tend to overdo it and then I crash, so I'm trying not to do that. So yeah, take time for yourself. That's the moral of the story here. I know I'm all over the place in this video. My thoughts, as you can see, are all over the place, and that's how I've been lately. I will say something to my husband and he's like, stop, time out. You did not just make sense. Rephrase that, because in your head it probably sounded good, but when you're speaking it out loud, it does not sound good at all. So that's how I've just been lately, and it's because of my migraines. My headaches have been coming on frequently, and I've had a couple bad migraines. And if you suffer from migraines, you know that your thought process kind of alters and you're just like not thinking right, not thinking straight. So that's where I'm sitting at. So that's why I haven't been doing any videos, because I feel like my thoughts are all over the place, and I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna understand me, get the picture, not get the picture. So you know, you already know how it is. But anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button on this video. It helps reach out other women who are just needing to hear some words of encouragement. Maybe they're feeling the same way I'm feeling and they're thinking they're going crazy, because at one point, like a week ago, I thought I was going crazy, but I'm not. It's something that has to do with internally with my body, with my levels. And yeah, I will start picking up the camera more often in the name of Jesus, because your girl needs to get her motors going. If you're interested in any of the products that I did use, I will link my website down below. Any funds that are made through my website will be going towards my IVF journey. So if you have any questions about any of the products, feel free to let me know down below. Don't hesitate to ask. I noticed that in my previous videos there was comments coming in, and I had a specific setting on it, and I did not see any of those comments. So I do apologize for the delay on those comments, but I will try to change the setting going forward so I can actually see the comments. I hope you guys all have a great and blessed day today, and your girl's coming back, and we're gonna come back stronger than before, okay? All right, so take care ladies, have a good one, bye.